world title is set to be defended in a 60-minute time limit. The challenger, Nigel McGuinness, is on his way to the ring.
Introducing first, the challenger from London, England, weighing 240 pounds, Nigel McGuinness.
It has been a long, hard road for the challenger, Nigel McGuinness. He's taken the champ, Takeshi Morishima, to the limit on 2 occasions for the ROH World title at Fighting Spirit right here in Edison, New Jersey, and at Live in Tokyo from Japan. Even though he fell just short, Dave, he is still the only man to pin Takeshi Morishima in a Ring of Honor ring, as Nigel gained the fall after the Jawbreaker Lariat in a tag team match at United We Stand. You might remember ROH's first pay-per-view, Respect Is Earned, where Nigel knocked Morishima out following the Jawbreaker Lariat, but was unable to go for a pin due to an injury to his arm. He sacrificed throughout his entire career for this opportunity, and now he could be just one Jawbreaker Lariat away from realizing his dream and becoming the world champ.
Lenny Leonard, here comes the dominant ROH World Champion, Takeshi Morishima. He's held the belt for most of 2007 and has been unstoppable in putting down challenger after challenger.
Introducing next, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 149 kilos, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Morishima Takeshi.
Morishima has endured a frantic travel schedule and defended the belt from Manhattan to Tokyo against all the top challengers. He even won his first 2 matches here on ROH pay-per-view in under 4 minutes. Is the world champion wearing down? He will be faced with a very determined Nigel McGuinness here tonight.
Of course, when Morishima enters the ring, you always have to be on the lookout for the backdrop driver.
The ROH World title has a rich history behind it, including Samoa Joe's famous 21-month title reign, Austin Aries' grueling title run, CM Punk's controversial reign, and Homicide's emotional win. This belt isn't important in just ROH, but it brings respect throughout the entire wrestling industry, from locker room to locker room. In the biggest companies down to the smallest independents, everyone knows that the ROH World title represents the best in the world, and tonight is Nigel McGuinness's opportunity to become world champion.
Referee Paul Turner calls for the opening bell as the champion Takeshi Morishima circles Nigel McGuinness in the center of the ring. These 2 great athletes hook it up for the world title. Side headlock by McGuinness. Morishima backs the challenger to the ropes and sends him off. McGuinness with a shoulder tackle. The champ doesn't budge. Morishima with a head of steam. Big boot. Nigel into the ropes. Jawbreaker Lariat blocked. Backdrop driver attempt by the champ, but McGuinness able to counter, and it's a stalemate.
Both men going for their trademark finishing maneuvers here in the opening minute of the match, trying to end it very quickly.
Very confident look on the face of Nigel McGuinness. You know he has to be thinking he's just one Jawbreaker Lariat away from becoming the world champ.
Face to face he comes with Takeshi Morishima. Forearm shot for Morishima. Nigel dishes it right back out. An exchange of forearms, neither man going down.
Champion coming out on the better end of things momentarily there as he staggered McGuinness. Big boot again, Nigel to the ropes. Jawbreaker Lariat attempt again, reverse into a side slam.
This drove McGuinness down in the center of the ring. Again, going for that Jawbreaker Lariat as Morishima hurls all of his body weight right at Nigel McGuinness, who absorbs the blow, and out to the apron he goes, out to the floor, trying to get some space between himself and the world champion, but he's not going to wait for Nigel.
Nigel trying to buy some time, making his way to the opposite side of the ring of Morishima, trying to shake the cobwebs there.
Morishima has proven he can beat people quickly. He's going to try to do that here against McGuinness. Morishima looking to bring the action back inside the ring, but rebound by Nigel, going for the lariat, but ducked by Morishima.
That's the third attempt now by McGuinness at the jawbreaker lariat. Not going for anything fancy, just wants to hit that lariat and put the big man down for the 1-2-3.
Nigel McGuinness has pinned Takeshi Morishima with the jawbreaker lariat in the past, as we mentioned, as the arm and the shoulder of McGuinness trying to be neutralized by Morishima, utilizing the ring post and now stepping on that arm. He's trying to take the lariat out of McGuinness's arsenal.
Well, very smart on the part of the champion. He knows that is a huge part of the offense of Nigel McGuinness. He knows he's been beaten by McGuinness with that very maneuver, so if he can take that arm away, eliminate it from the offense of McGuinness, he's taking a huge weapon out of the arsenal of the challenger.
Morishima, we've seen him play dirty in the past with Bryan Danielson going after the eye when he said that he wasn't going to do that. And now he's using the ring post against McGuinness. Whatever it takes to hold on to the ROH World title, Morishima's going to do it.
Using the ropes for leverage as he again goes to work on the arm of Nigel McGuinness. Draws a warning from Paul Turner.
Morishima looks very concerned about that lariat, focusing on the arm of McGuinness to ensure that Nigel can't hit that maneuver on him and earn the world title.
That's something we've yet to see from Morishima in his time here in Ring of Honor. He's not a guy who usually works a body part. He's a high-impact offensive wrestler. He hits you with big maneuvers. He's looking for the backdrop driver. He's trying to throw his body weight into you on the floor against the barricades. He's not a guy you see work many holds, but he's doing a very effective job of it here in the early going, working over the arm of McGuinness.
In his previous experience in matches against Nigel McGuinness, he knows how much damage the lariat of McGuinness can do. And he's targeting the arm. Referee checking on the condition of McGuinness as wrenching up on the Fujiwara armbar here is Morishima as Nigel trying to get to the ropes, and he does. Gets that boot across the bottom rope to force a break.
And Morishima's really wrenching back on the shoulder of McGuinness. Unfortunately for Nigel, he was close enough to crawl to the ropes and force the break. Morishima looking to go right after the arm again. McGuinness quickly pulls it away from Morishima, who was looking at Paul Turner to see if maybe he would be interested in stopping the match, but McGuinness would have none of it. Full arm dragon twist by the champ, wrenching down again on the wrist of Nigel. Clubbing blow right across the shoulder. And Nigel is down on his back, and that left arm is in big trouble.
World champion, maybe giving Nigel a little bit of time here. Stopping away on the arm. What is Nigel's strategy going to be if the arm is taken away and he can't use that lariat? Oh, he's taken down, trying to shrug off everything that Morishima throws at him.
Very determined in front. Open hand slaps from McGuinness. And the champ with a forearm shot just drops him in the corner.
Saw Nigel getting very focused and fired up just then. He's so determined to realize his goal and become the world champion.
The clubbing blow to the arm of McGuinness in the corner is going to bring him out. McGuinness sent for the ride. Morishima charges and drives the boot right into the face of McGuinness in the corner. Nowhere for Nigel to go.
That's what we normally see out of Takeshi Morishima. All these brutalizing maneuvers, using his body as a weapon rather than picking a body part. So he's mixing in, working over one body part while also doing all of his trademark maneuvers during the course of this match. And now just pounding away at the side of the head and the ear of McGuinness.
Well, the ability of Morishima to do just that, change up his strategy, shows you just what a gifted wrestler he is. He's not a guy who's forced to wrestle a one-dimensional style. He's going to go in there now and change things up because he knows that's what McGuinness is expecting.
Paul Turner putting the count on McGuinness. See if he can answer the 10 count here. He might be out. We could see a knockout decision in this matchup. Nigel trying to pull himself together.
He can't even get to his feet right here. Looking at the ropes, trying to pull himself up.
Up to a count of 9. Nigel's back to his feet. Backdrop driver, countered. Nigel wound up on top, but only for a near fall.
Able to reverse his body weight.
Connects with a lariat, but Morishima doesn't go down. Another lariat finally takes him off his feet. Cover! Morishima gets the shoulder up.
Perhaps the arm work of Morishima not as effective as we may have thought in the early going, as Nigel seems to have been able to shrug it off and execute that lariat very effectively for a near fall. European uppercut and a thrust to the throat. Another one backs the champion into the corner. McGuinness with a flurry of offense here as he seems to have weathered the storm of Morishima in the early going. Back elbow from McGuinness, charges the opposite corner for momentum. Runs up the turnbuckles and charges with a European uppercut.
Well, we've seen Nigel fight through the pain before. Another lariat takes Morishima off his feet.
Hooks the leg.
Not enough.
Very close, McGuinness. 2.5. Paul Turner right there, though.
Can McGuinness finally win the big one here? This crowd is solidly behind the challenger in this world title main event. Nigel trying to wear the man down. He's hit several lariats thus far, just trying to wear him out with the lariat.
Forearms from the champ and the challenger exchanging blows. McGuinness to the ropes one more time. Jawbreaker lariat again, blocked by Morishima. Lariat from the champ.
Takes Nigel off his feet. Trying to shake off the effects is McGuinness as Morishima looks to follow up. He's got Nigel backed into the corner now. Sent across the ring. Morishima charges in with the forearm.
300 plus pounds crashing in the chest of Nigel McGuinness in the corner, absorbing the blow with both his front and his back into the turnbuckles. And now McGuinness on his back as Morishima climbs to the top.
We've seen him take to the air in the past. The impressive agility of the world champion. Missile drop kick connects with the chest. Cover! No, only gets 2.
Great force coming off the top with that drop kick by Morishima, but still not enough to put McGuinness down for the 3 count. Might be looking for a backdrop driver again. He's got it cinched in. McGuinness on the shoulders though. Sunset flip. The champion sits on the chest. Only 2.
All of the body weight of Morishima down across the chest of Nigel McGuinness. Couldn't get the backdrop driver yet again on that attempt, and now again looking to take another risk. Going to the top turnbuckle once again is Takeshi Morishima.
McGuinness again struggling to his feet as Morishima poised on the top, waiting for him to rise. Nigel is up. Morishima looking on. Lariat from McGuinness, catches him coming off the top. Hooks the leg. Only 2 again.
McGuinness obviously not trying anything fancy in this matchup. He knows that the lariat can put Morishima down, and he's trying to wear the champion out with lariat after lariat.
I'm just going to keep chopping him down and chopping him down with those lariats until he can't get up anymore.
Look how fired up Nigel McGuinness is. Morishima unsuccessful in taking out the arm and neutralizing the lariat from Nigel's repertoire.
Irish whip reversed by Morishima. Nigel headstand in the corner. Morishima charges and drives the foot to the face. Off the ropes comes Morishima. Big lariat takes the challenger down one more time.
Morishima with momentum going for the backdrop driver. Nails it.
And that's it. Covered by Morishima.
Nigel has shown in the past that he can fight through the pain, he can fight through the agony, and he's doing it right here. He wants the world championship.
Morishima going to the outside one more time.
Nigel struggling back to his feet inside the ring.
Morishima took a little too much time, and Nigel caught him with a thrust.
Nigel trying to position Morishima up on the top rope, maybe for the Tower of London. He's got him by the head. Can he hit the Tower of London? Morishima trying to block.
Clubbing blow from McGuinness, thrust to the throat. And again, catches Morishima 3 times in the throat while perched up top. Nigel on the second now.
Perhaps looking for a superplex. He's got him hooked. Superplex from McGuinness.
Well, that took a little bit out of Nigel. Slow to go for the cover. And Morishima gets the shoulder up again.
He does have the world champion down, though. The repeated lariats trying to wear Morishima Morishima out. Now a big superplex brought him crashing down to the canvas. He's got the champ on his back. Nigel, maybe one rebound lariat, one jawbreaker away from the world title. The challenger on his feet, trying to stay focused.
Trying to contemplate his next maneuver while he grabs Morishima by the hair, picks him back to his feet. Lariat. Backs the champion up, but doesn't take him down. A second one again, staggers Morishima. The third time, he still can't take him off his feet. Again from behind. Morishima with a lariat of his own.
Going for the backdrop driver again. But Nigel able to roll through. What a counter. Jawbreaker. Morishima survives the jawbreaker lariat.
The crowd getting on the official Paul Turner, but give him credit, he was right there. He made the right call. Morishima was able to get the shoulder up.
Only two. Both men down as a result of just brutalizing one another during the course of this match as Paul Turner administers a double count on both athletes.
The crowd here in Edison wants to see this title change just as much as Nigel McGuinness wants it, and now it's Nigel on the outside.
You have to be here live to really experience what Ring of Honor is all about. Morishima back to his feet, trying to put a stop to whatever Nigel had in mind.
A backdrop driver off the top. It's over for sure if he hits it, but Nigel's able to block.
Go for the sunset flip, sunset bomb! Only two, Morishima with the shoulder up.
Yet again, McGuinness so close to putting Morishima down for the 3 count.
McGuinness knows the frustration, but can he finally win the world title tonight?
He's come so close on several occasions. Is tonight his night? Brutal shots from both McGuinness and Morishima. Lariat! He kicked out at 1.
Hip attack.
Jawbreaker! Champion!
What a celebration!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and new Ring of Honor World Champion, Nigel McGuinness.
What is Bryan Danielson doing?
He's ruining this moment for Nigel McGuinness.
I mean, every athlete waits their entire career to hear their name announced as the new world champion, and Bryan Danielson, he just took that moment away from Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, even to the point that former world champion Austin Aries stepped in, disgusted by Bryan Danielson's actions. And Takeshi Morishima, what a great world champion he was during his title reign, defending that belt across the globe. What's he gonna do? He just took the belt away from Paul Turner before he could present it to Nigel. He's gonna present it to him himself. What a classy move by Takeshi Morishima. Your new world champion, Nigel McGuinness.